Hey y'all, welcome back to Spirit of the Outdoors. I've been down here with my rake, my pitchfork, raking up leaves, getting ready, packing them in my garden. I've made a couple of loads and just doing a little here, there, and yonder. And I ran across something. I got kind of excited, which I've seen this before, but I just kind of walked on by it and I really hadn't done a lot of thought or study on it. So I decided to run go get a book, got my mushroom book and my foraging book. And what I have found is what is known as wood ear or tree ear. Now this was laying on the ground, so you can see this part was laying on the ground. You see how mushy it is. But the parts that were sticking up, and I'll try to make sure I get good. Now down here, this was kind of up, propped up on some leaves, so you got a little bit more specimen. This is a very edible mushroom, fungi, however technical somebody wants to be. I just call everything a mushroom. But anyway, it is edible. Is it very good? Not really. It is not bad. The biggest problem most people's gonna have is it's slimy. If you like raw oysters, you'll probably love it. Probably would be good with a little salt on it. But as I started researching about it, looking at it, and I'll let you one more time get a good look. And see, it's a rich brown looking color. It does have an earthy taste. Now this has been laying in the dirt. I don't know how you would go about cleaning it. I don't know how far gone. I wouldn't even attempt to eat this part because you see that is just, I don't know if it's mashed or if it was laying partly in water. This is bad wet down here. It's the low part of a hill. But it's the only place that I really have any oak trees. And this was another one. This limb, you see it's a little more dried out, but it is still, it's not hard. This was up in, I found it laying up in some limbs over here. So I decided, I'd take a moment and do some teaching on this. I did want to mention that this particular book, I did not find tree ear anywhere in it. This is the Southeast Foraging book. It has a lot of good information. I'm not knocking this book, but I just be transparent. I looked in this book first and I was a little disappointed that it wasn't in there. But now, however, there are a lot of good stuff in there, so we will be. But I know some of y'all knew that I had just got this book for Christmas. Well, why wasn't I reading out of it what it said? Well, I didn't find it in there. Now, somebody may look up and find it in there. I looked in the scientific names and the common names and didn't see it, and thumbed through the book and didn't see it, so I feel pretty good it's not in there, but I could have overlooked it. I ain't gonna swear, but it is called tree ear or wood ear. The scientific name for it, Auricularia angiospermarium is the name of it scientifically. Common names, American tree ear or American wood ear. Fruit body 3 to 15 centimeters wide, ear shaped, irregularly cup shaped, rubbery, gelatinous, stalkless. Now this is just a all out mushroom book. This is the pictures there. Just to help you out, this book does not go into great detail about the edibility of it. It's an identification book. However, it does down here on the edibility remarks. I'll show you one more time. It says edible. So I did some more research. Did it have any medicinal properties? It says it's high in iron. So it's good for anybody that's iron deficient. Said it was good for high blood pressure, coronary heart disease. Said it helped with cancer. So I'm not sure about, what all it does and to the extent of its potency, but it did say it was helpful with those things. But it is edible. Really very bland in taste, does not have a lot of taste. It said the fruit bodies may shrink during dry periods, so it could shrivel up and become hard. But it is, however, an edible mushroom, so if you're out, especially damp, and that is an oak limb that it is on, so prolifically. It's on hardwoods, and I don't know what varieties of hardwoods it is on, but while I was down here doing this, I just wanted to get you a good look at what it was. And I have seen it several times before. I've never tasted it, and now I'm getting to that place in life where, you know, it don't bother me to try something, but it's not bad. I mean, if it was bad, you wouldn't keep putting it in your mouth, but it's just very bland, I would say. No really taste at all. The one thing, I'm going to throw it up here in a pile in my compost. The cooking of it, one deal that I researched in cooking it said to blanch it. In other words, get a pot of water boiling and then drop it in there. Don't start it with cold water and then boil it, because it'll probably dissolve, cook down to nothing. Drop it in there just for just a little bit, 10, 15, 20 seconds, just to blanch it, get it out, and then you can put it into a stir fry. Have I done this? No. Do I know what it turns into when you do that? Have no idea. That is just, this was a well-known Japanese chef that was telling this, so take that for what it's worth. If you want to try that, by all means, you can eat it if you're out here rummaging around and just want to eat it. Probably not my first go-to, but if I was starving, that's what I would do. But anyway, while I was getting my stuff for my garden, this is going to be somewhat of a back to Eden's on like 2 rows. In fact, I'm putting pine needles on one end. I'm going to put hardwood leaves on the other. We're going to see what happens. We're doing this in a small part of the garden, which in my garden will be fairly large, so it's going to take several buggy loads of this if you're keeping up with my garden. But anyway, thank y'all for watching. We'll see y'all next time on Spirit of the Outdoors. Remember, the best way to do things is the way you like to do it. We'll see y'all.